Lai Ching-te took office as Taiwan's new president on Monday. He was sworn in at Taipei's historic presidential office, succeeding Tsai Ing-wen after serving as a vice president for 4 years. Lai said in his inauguration speech that peace is the only choice and that Beijing had to respect the choice of the Taiwanese people.
The future of the Taiwan Strait plays a decisive role in the future of the world, and as the people who take over the democratic progress of Taiwan, the new government will steer peace and maintain the status quo, being neither overbearing nor self-effacing. I also want to call on China to stop threatening Taiwan politically and militarily, to take on global responsibility for the maintenance of peace and stability, and to ensure the world is free from the fear of war.
In attendance at the ceremony were former U.S. officials, lawmakers from various countries, and leaders from some of the 12 nations maintaining diplomatic ties with Taiwan. Lai said that people must be realistic about the threat posed by China, and the island must show its determination to defend itself.
We have the ideal to pursue peace, but we must not have illusions. As long as China does not give up using force to invade Taiwan, citizens must understand this. Even if we accept all of China's claims and give up our sovereignty, China's ambition to annex Taiwan will not disappear.
China did not respond immediately, despite previously labeling Lai a separatist. Since his election victory in January, Taiwan has faced continuous pressure from China, including frequent Air Force and Navy activities near the island. Beijing sees democratic Taiwan as part of its territory and hasn't ruled out using force to bring it under its control. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken congratulated Lai, saying the United States looked forward to working with him to maintain peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait.
The PLA continues to exercise critical elements of potential military invasion of Taiwan. Last year, they simulated a maritime and air blockade of the island. Subsequent exercises in, this past year featured amphibious assault and counter-intervention operations that we are sure are going to likely be built upon this year. I will tell you now, though, I cannot underscore enough how devastating conflict in the Indo-Pacific region would be. At stake would be untold numbers of lives, trillions of dollars in global economic damage, and an international order, the maintenance of the international order that's delivered relative peace and stability over the past 80 years. Yesterday. What I pulled from those two places is a significant amount of energy. You cannot help but be fired up and excited. The PRC, though, they're equal opportunity bullies. As all South China Sea nations, on a recurring basis, they experience PRC coercive actions aimed at denying those nations navigational rights, aimed at denying those nations freedoms that are guaranteed under international law, all while preventing them from accessing resources to which they're entitled. Developing areas of quantum computing, artificial intelligence, man-machine teaming. Speaking of challenges, the People's Republic of China represents a major challenge in many ways. They continue to pursue the largest peacetime military buildups since World War II, and they regularly engage in coercive behavior around the Indo-Pacific region. We've routinely witnessed dangerous behavior from the People's Liberation Army, the Chinese Coast Guard, and their maritime militia throughout the South and East China Seas. As Beijing, they look to exert their excessive, illegal, and revisionist maritime claims.
骄傲，让我们。
也就是那一次访问呢，我们
During my last visit to Serbia, we jointly decided to raise our relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership. Serbia since has become China's first comprehensive strategic partner in Central and Eastern Europe. I have much to say during the following hours. I believe my visit this time will open a new chapter in the China-Serbia relationship.
相信这次的访问必将开启。
31 times. That's how often Taiwan's new president, Lai Ching-te, used the phrase democracy in his inauguration speech. Clearly, in the face of constant threats from China, Lai Ching-te wants to make democracy Taiwan's biggest strength. He wants Beijing to accept this reality.
I hope that China will face the reality of the Republic of China's existence, respect the choices of the people of Taiwan.
Lai swearing in reaffirmed the strength of Taiwan's democratic institutions. They have withstood Beijing's relentless efforts to interfere, influence, and isolate the island. But the greatest challenge to Taiwan comes from China's military. Taiwan's new president decided to confront the PLA today by issuing a warning.
I also want to call on China to stop threatening Taiwan politically and militarily, take on global responsibility of maintaining peace and stability, to ensure the world is free from the fear of war.
Lai wants China to end the intimidation of the island. But Beijing is paying no heed to Lai's messages. Before he took the oath of office, China had declared Lai a separatist and dismissed any prospect of dialogue. This morning, China decided to double down.
What I want to emphasize is this: Taiwan independence is a dead end. No matter under what guise or what banner, pursuing Taiwan independence and secession is doomed to fail.
These pictures would embolden Beijing further. A day before the inauguration, thousands of protesters assembled outside the ruling DPP's offices. These people are supporters of the TPP, the Taiwan People's Party, which sits in the opposition. They are unhappy with the ruling party.
I think everyone already has developed a feeling of mistrust towards the government.
During the 8 years of Tsai Ing-wen in power, there has been good and bad, which we have seen reflected in the vote in this past election.
Lai needs to regain the trust of these voters. It won't be easy. Unemployment and the rising cost of living have disillusioned the voters. If Lai wants to push any significant reforms, he may face roadblocks in parliament. The DPP lacks a majority and would need support from political rivals. This will be a tough task. Last week, the differences became evident when lawmakers traded blows inside parliament. These differences will also hinder Taiwan's military. Lai wants to increase the defense budget to strengthen Taiwan's defenses against China. However, a split parliament may obstruct this plan. When leaders take high office, they often get a honeymoon period to ease into the job. But Lai may not receive that courtesy because he needs to hit the ground running right away.